Hello, all my fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Nerd Rant, where I just recorded a whole 17-minute video and didn't realize that I had forgotten to turn the audio on while recording. So yeah, we were burning trees while I was just ranting about Star Wars and other stuff. So we're gonna go back to that. So I just saw The Rise of Skywalker last night. It was late. It was a good. Honestly, I liked it, but I do have some constructive criticism here. So first of all, and of course spoiler warnings, because yes. So this is my main point here. This is the thing I have a main problem with. They did not bring Anakin back, which I'll explain that in a moment. Well, actually, no, I'll explain it right now because that's when we're gonna explain it. Ha 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 ha. So, according to George Lucas, and I know that George Lucas isn't fully in charge of it anymore because he sold to Disney when Disney knew that they were going to change their entire script for the next 3 movies that George Lucas has. Anyways, I'm not happy with Disney for that. There's a lot of things I'm not very happy with Disney about. This, for example, the studio who brought you The Lion King, Aladdin, and whatever other movie it was, I can't remember, that it said twice. I'm just like, bring us something original, animated, actually, either if it's computer animation, like the stuff that Pixar does, or if it's hand-drawn animation, I don't care. Please just give us something animated. They do have Onward coming out, but anyway, back to Anakin. Anakin was always meant to be the true hero of the Skywalker saga. Even in the original trilogy, which is 4, 5, and 6, which in order of how they were made, which is 1, 2, and 3, it's confusing. There we are. But that's just the sequence of events inside the Star Wars universe. So, but Anakin technically did save the universe, the galaxy, from Palpatine. He did come back in those final few moments and defeat Palpatine for himself. Luke didn't. Luke just guided Anakin to come back to do it for Anakin to save the galaxy. Luke was sort of like, okay, I don't know what that is on the side of my phone here by the coordinates, but okay. So then, sorry, I lost my train of thought. And then in The Rise of Skywalker, I know that Rey was supposed to be like every Jedi who ever lived. I'm still not happy with it because Anakin could have come up through a Force Ghost or somehow used her bodily energy to come back, but no, there was no signs of that. She was clearly still herself through the power. Maybe it was her and Kylo, but no, Kylo was down deep in that pit when Palpatine was properly defeated. Whatever pit it was, I don't know what it was, but he was apparently dead, but he wasn't, at least not quite yet. And I find it, they had to kill off, Princess Leia because she just, one, the Skywalker saga was over, and 2, Carrie Fisher died. But I'm honestly a bit upset that Kylo did die, because I think it would have been sort of cool if he and Rey went their separate ways to somehow go out and read this, or if Ben, well, now he was Ben, my mistake, backtrack and all that, pretend I said Ben the whole time. Ben went out and helped people make their own lives again after the war, because after that long of being under control and being terrorized by the First Order, it's going to take people quite a while to get on their own feet again without having constant war happening all over the place in the raids and stuff. So that would have been a cool ending too. but Kylo did die, and I get that he died so that the whole Solo/Skywalker family could be together in the Force, which I do get that, but my opinion is valid. I'm just voicing my own constructive criticism here. It's just my opinion. They didn't have to do it. I have my own validation cookie. Here it is. I have to remember now. That's about the 5-minute 30 mark. But then my other thing was, I did, the one thing I did really like though was how Rey did go back to like the Jedi Temple planet. I don't remember the actual name, so I'm just gonna call it that because I've forgotten what the name was. Oh, I think Jakku was where she came from. My mistake. Oh wow, the cheetahs are like almost gone. Oh, never mind. Cause like it was just so clear she completely given up, just like Luke had. It was a very easy and simple yet powerful symbol of that she had given up and she just didn't know what to do anymore. But this, so blah. And then when Luke raised his X-wing out of the water, I still expected for Yoda to like either like do a voiceover or come back too. Even though Rey, well, I get that they didn't because Rey had no clue who he was and why he would be there or like why he was important. But she would figure that out later in the movie when she became all of the Jedi. What does she just completely burn? But it would have been cool if when he like lifted out of the water, if Yoda came back and was like, "Ooh, you finally learned your lesson now," or whatever, in his Yoda voice. I'm not gonna try it right now because I know that it will like practically fail. But yeah. But besides that, they like double back on the nostalgia like big time. And I like the ending because it came back to like full circle. It was a good ending, and I actually did like the Star Wars movie by Disney because besides The Mandalorian is fantastic. We have to wait so long though for the next season. I'm so sad, which is like I can't remember when now, but I know it's quite a while. But like, cause like all the other Star Wars movies, it was just like half thought, and Rey was not a very good character up until now. They actually made all the characters very 3D. We have a lot more on Kylo. We don't have much on Rose, which I'm honestly happy about. I didn't really like her all that much as a character. Oh, and come on, Rose was just put in there to stop the Poe and Finn ships. And in this new movie, Poe and Finn, just the tension there, like the romantic and sexual tension, like when they fight about like the secrets and stuff. I'm just like, come on, guys, please just like talk about all the stuff that's been happening, not just the romantic stuff, but just like the main plot stuff. And then after that's all gone, you guys can actually properly fall in love and go and have have your little, like, adopt some kids or whatever. I don't care. Well, actually, I do care because unless it was pointed out to me, since I have social skills negative 100, it's just I wouldn't have picked up on it until I read stuff about it online. I'm like, yeah, I do support that. I do like the idea of this because I think it would be really good. And then at the end of the movie, and also keeping on queer topics or LGBTQ topics, I'm very happy that they did have the lesbian kiss moment during the celebrations, even if it was just for a moment. But they also had it like right in the middle of the screen so that you could actually see it. Now that made me happy. I seriously, last night in the movie theater, I put my arms up and I was just like, yes! I didn't say it out loud, but I mouthed it. But I wish that they would, Disney, you need to get better. We're going to switch over to Frozen 2 for a moment. Kristoff had so much chemistry with the other reindeer boy. And also with that one um um like, oh, what's it called? I'm gonna just say village member because I'm forgetting what it's called. Oh, tribe member, that's it. When who was like telling her about like the mission and the lore and stuff, they could have been girlfriends, please. I'm kind I'm sort of more getting into the idea of Elsa being gay just because I'm like, not just because the signs there are semi-apparent, but Disney, come on, do better. No, not just Disney. People in the film industry in general, we need more positive LGBTQ representation. We do have some, but most of them are like PG-13 rated movies, and the ones that are PG that I've heard about, I haven't really seen any just because I've been watching other stuff. I've heard that they haven't been all that good. I have read some fantastic, like, gay or bisexual. I haven't really read any trans books, but I'm going to soon at some point. Or like lesbian books. I have read some fantastic ones of those. We want some stuff in the cinema, please, please. I beg of you. I'm dying. Like, can we please just have, well, can we please have the LGBT community, like, give them like a slice of the basic human rights cake? They're starving, which is not my joke. I don't know who to link it to, but it's not my joke. I did not know who made it because I watched it. I did not know the person, but it's a good joke. Like, we're starving. Here's me ranting about. See, this is my nerd rant. Like, and while we're at it, for all of you who are watching this, who are part of the community, I give you a validation cookie. Here's your validation cookie from this person while I'm burning trees in Minecraft. Oh, while we're talking on this, let's freaking burn the gender binary because it might make some of y'all laugh. Ah! If you're still watching this, you are a very strong person and can get through my insanity here. And I look up to you a lot. Because I'm not even sure if I'll still be watching at this point. But yeah, we might go more into the, like, queer representation cinema or, like, LGBTQ, whatever one you prefer. Because I know that some people do not like the word queer because it is used as an insult. And I have heard people say that. There's still one tree left anyway. And I have heard people say that, like, because it is, some people do use it, does give, they feel like, or they have seen some people say, well, if they use it, that means that we can use it too, as in people who are using it as an insult, or like in a homophobic nature, which is not a real thing. Like, even the word, like, DIKE, which I'm not going to say because I know that's not really an okay thing to say unless you're okay with it, is used like that, which is not an okay thing to say. If you call people that without their permission, I will come after you and have a good talking to with you. I'm not going to throw hands at first because that's not a safe nor very nice thing to do. Then again, I'm not nice, but I'm nice enough to not hit you first off, so yeah. But that's all that I have for right now, I think. Okay, this forest used to go from like there to like all the way down here. I've done a lot of destruction and ranting. I'm gonna have to bake cookies now and like make them all colorful and stuff. Just be like, validation cookies for everyone. You can all have a validation cookie. I'll spam a bunch onto the screen. Anyway, so that's about all that I have right now. So, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. If you're still here, still, I as I said, I respect you and look up to you because you're a very strong person. Listen to all this craziness. But yeah, bye.